For my persuasive speech, I chose to talk about supporting veterans with PTSD, so to break the silence. My father is a veteran of the military from the Navy, and some signs of PTSD are not as apparent and peculiar as others, but many are struggling and need help, but have not been given the help that others have received. Every day, approximately 17 veterans die by suicide, many of them struggling with PTSD. Imagine serving your country, witnessing all of these traumatic events, and then coming home to a world that doesn't even understand your pain or acknowledge it. This is the reality for thousands of veterans. PTSD is a severe mental health condition triggered by trauma. It leads to nightmares, flashbacks, overwhelming anxiety, and isolation. Many veterans suffer in silence, and they're unable to find the support that they need. 11 to 20% of veterans experience PTSD. This is a stat by VA.gov, veteranaffairs.gov. And lots of veterans are alone in these fights, and they come home to nobody. So they're just suffering in silence. The urgent problem is why PTSD support is critical. The effect of PTSD goes beyond mental health, and veterans with PTSD are at much higher risk for unemployment, homelessness, and suicide. Yet many don't seek help due to stigma or lack of resources. Lots of veterans also have they try to not seek for help because the military has trained them to not need help. 60% of veterans with PTSD don't seek treatment, but veterans with PTSD are more likely to be unemployed and homeless. The solution is the Wounded Warrior Project, or WWP. The Wounded Warrior Project is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping veterans heal and rebuild their lives. Their programs provide free mental health support, peer mentorship, and career counseling for those who need it most. And most of these things are free, like at their convenience. Free treatment, free jobs, like veterans helping veterans, and helping them find a suitable life after all of this issue and trauma. A life change. This is John's story. John is a Marine Corps veteran. He battled PTSD for years. He isolated himself, struggled with depression, and felt lost. After joining WWP's mental health program, he found a supportive community, received therapy, and now mentors other veterans that need help. John's story isn't unique because WWP changes lives every single day. Before, you have a struggling veteran. After, you have a thriving mentor. This is just a quote from WWP, a success story. And there are many others. But how can you help? We ask our veterans to protect us, and now it's time that we should stand with them and give our support back. PTSD is not a battle they should fight alone, but by volunteering for the WWP, Wounded Warrior Project, you can be the lifeline that helps a veteran heal. So are you gonna take the action today, or are you just gonna let them sit alone in silence and struggle? There's other ways to get involved. You can volunteer at WWP events or fundraisers. You can become a peer mentor, and you can just spread awareness on social media. This this topic isn't talked about too much. So just talking about it and spreading the word out will help anyone any day. You have already saved multiple lives out of the 17 that commit suicide every day. Thank you.